Crispy Divine, and I am in a fog of beautiful vapor. But I have a question for you. What's worse than a burnt hit? I don't know. What is it? Nothing. They are disgusting, and I need to know how not to do that. Well, here's a tip. Put juice on your wick, dummy. Yeah, I know. I try and I try and I try, but I always think I'm going to overjuice it. So I end up putting not enough juice. And then when I put too much juice, I end up with juice all over me. How do I handle this? I need to know. Let's think of how we can do this. A, stick to 3 or 4 drops. B, drink it. It's better. Just kidding. I seriously have no idea. How in the hell do I figure out a way to not overjuice it or underjuice it? I try everything. Okay? I try counting every single drop. I try wicking it differently. I try everything, but I either end up with a burnt hit or something in my mouth. Don't get dirty. Seriously, folks, I need an answer. Wait. I want to work in a vape shop. I mean, what vapor doesn't want to work in a vape shop? I guess my whole reasoning behind wanting to work in a vape shop, other than the fact of being able to talk about vaping all day and whatnot, is because I love customer service. I love being able to be good with people. I love talking with people, meeting with people, selling things, you know, being able to talk to somebody for a few minutes and get an idea of what kind of stuff that they like and what's important to them, and then being able to find out or, you know, figure out with them what kind of mod or APV or atomizer or whatever would suit them, you know, especially if you worked in like a really cool vape shop with tons of different juices, and you know, you could talk about that. No, I've tried this and tried that, yada, yada, whatever. So it just would be wicked fun. But unfortunately, there's only 3 vape shops in the city or next door I live, and one of them is a store I will not mention because I don't really like it, and it is actually looking for part-time help. And I did apply because I figured even if I didn't like it, I'd still be around, you know, doing the things that I love. But unfortunately, I never got a call back, and I kind of figured maybe it was better that happened. So, but it all started that it's like 11:30. 12 o'clock. I'm kind of tired. But, so if I talk like an idiot, don't mind me. Let me take a vape. I think that'll help. Oh my god, I bet you there's no battery in it. Right, are you guys ready? Watch one. I bet there's no battery. No battery. Oh, like a battery. Wonderful. So anyway, when I first started vaping, I got involved on, you know, of course, I got on Facebook, whatever, and I went searching and searching for New England or Central Mass groups because I was, you know, listening to a video of somebody, and they said the best way to do it is to create a local group, you know, and start a community, you know, within your community. So I thought that was just a great idea. So I started the Facebook group CentralMassVapors, and it I had all my friends on there, or, you know, a couple friends that was vaping and this, that, and the other thing, and then, you know, a few other people joined here and there. Then I got an invite from a nice man that lives next door in the next town over from me. And he said, have you ever been to New England Vapors? So I never had. So luckily I found that he sent me over to them. I joined. And so guess what happened to that Central Mass Vapors group? You know, kind of went to the wayside, which is okay. But that's why I'm Central Mass Vapors. I don't know what to do with the name. You know, I started the YouTube channel Central Mass Vapors because I wanted to get people over to the Facebook group. But now that that's not happening, what do I do with it, you know? So here I am, Crispy Divine of Central Mass Vapors, even though there is no company or group or anything named Central Mass Vapors, but I finally got my battery working. Delish. So I wanted to come on here not only to kind of just rant a little bit, just because I hadn't been on, but I did my video for the Rebuild This, which has gotten a little bit more hits than I thought it would, which is great. I'm hoping, to do many, many more of those videos. But also, I wanted to talk just a little bit about this contest that hasn't started yet. Forgive me in general. I am very, very what's the word? See, I don't even know how to talk. What's the word? I'm very unorganized. I'm very unorganized when it comes to stuff. At the job I used to work at, we used to do a lot of charity. We used to raise a lot of money for Easter seals. So we would do, bake sales and walks and all that kind of good stuff. So I had this great idea to do a meatball contest. Yeah, a meatball contest. So at first I was supposed to be like, I had the idea like, let's do a meatball eating contest. But then it was more like, okay, we're a bunch of food people. We like to eat, so let's do like a food meatball tasting, right? So what we did is everybody and their mother, whoever signed up, would pay an entrance fee to get into this thing, and then people would pay like a certain amount to be able to taste the meatballs. Well, I didn't realize that everybody was going to sign up, and we ended up having like 15 submissions. So there was like, you'd have to eat 15 meatballs, and then of course there was a winner, and we got prizes or whatever. But the point is that I was doing shit like at the last minute, trying to figure out what's going on with this contest. So I'm hoping with the people that are subscribed to me and the people that watch these videos that I make, and I apologize in advance for being so unorganized, but I hope you guys know that everything will come to a head and there will be prizes given. But as far as keeping up on stuff, sometimes I'm just getting used to this stuff, so please forgive me on that. But the contest is going to be going on, and basically what's going to happen is I'm waiting. We got just 5 more subscribers till I hit 150 subscribers, and when that time comes, that I will be then going to having this contest start. And when it starts, basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be having I'll post a video or something on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and all that stuff, and people will do the normal stuff, like, share. There's nothing abnormal about this contest, the normal stuff. And the winners, there'll be 10 winners all together for the first round, and each winner will receive a 5 ml bottle of a juice that I created from Mount Baker Vapor. So each person will get this juice, they'll take it home and they'll try it. One of the juices is called Crispy Divine Does Dallas. The other one is called Pudgy Eats Pudgy, and it is a fat vape, okay? So you'll take this home, you'll vape on it, you'll get like a week to vape on this, or however long. That's the thing. CentralMassVapors, Crispy Divine, we are laid back, none of this, must-haves and anything like that. So basically, you'll go home, you'll taste it, and then you will submit those 10 people. There'll be 2 different juices, 5 and 5. Those 10 people will then submit their answers to me, and out of those 10 people, they will be entered in the drawing. So whoever gets either all the answers or all the ingredients or whatever, the flavors correct, will win the grand prize. Whoever the second person is will get a second prize, and so on. So there will be a first, second, and third runner-up, or whatever you want to call it. So it's going to be a fun little contest, and it's going to run for a little while, so everybody will have a chance to do it. I think what I'll do is have it run until I get to a certain number of subscribers. And also a buddy of mine, Mr. Kyle over at Lineage Vapors, we're going to ask you guys to also like his pages. That will also be a part of the contest. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I know for a fact there's going to be some juice prizes. There will also be a mod prize. Not giving away anything as of yet, but anyway, just to entice you. So, yeah, that's basically it. If you guys want to know what I'm doing right now, this whole time I've been probably not looking at the camera, just talking. I hope that's not rude. But what I've been doing is I went and I built my Omega clone. Now, I've been having some issues with this Omega clone, and if anybody out there has any advice for me, I will take it. It's not that I have trouble building it, because the coils and shit are not the problem. It's wicking it that I have a problem. So basically what happens is I get all, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Omega clones or the Omega RDA, but it's very deep. The deepest well I've ever seen. And it's kind of annoying. So basically I get it and I put all the friggin' stupid, cotton in and all that garbage, but it just fails me miserably. So if anybody, and I've looked on YouTube for like somebody like just showing specifically how to wick an Omega clone, or even just building it. I've seen them build it, but they build it the same way I build it. I've tried, all kinds of different builds too. I've done the, having them go up and down. I've tried, what it reminds me of is when I tried to build on the 3D clone, or the 3D dripper. I couldn't do it. I mean, I could, but it just didn't satisfy me. Didn't. So right now I have 26 gauge Canthal, dual coil, 6 wraps each, comes out to 0.35, which seems to everything I have comes out to 0.35. So basically tonight I built this coil and I was all happy about it because it looked nice and pretty, and that's nice. And then I wicked it based on a wicking style of my friend, and there was just too much cotton, and I could just taste it was burning. There was like too much of it, so like the juice wasn't soaking down enough or something. So that was a complete fail. So now I'm going back to my old way of doing it, which is also a fail. So we'll see. So I'm going to give you guys a nice little peek, okay? And one looks like it has more cotton than the other. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I just feel like it always has something wrong with it. I have a very, very, very special juice review coming. One of the biggest things that I was kind of thinking in my brain about how I was starting to talk about the whole CentralMassVapors thing. Well, when I first started doing the CentralMassVapors, I wanted to connect with Massachusetts people and New England people and all that good stuff. And I have. Not a ton, but I have with these groups and stuff, which is awesome. But now what I would like to do is focus on getting out there to the Massachusetts and, New England area, juice people. There's tons of people making juice. I want to reach out to them, get their juices out there, and put us, out there more. But I have a really cool one coming up, which is Cold Fusion. They're out of Franklin, Mass, I believe it is, and they make their own juice and all that good stuff. And I have personally tried a bunch of their flavors already, and I love them. But now I ordered some nice juices, and I'm getting some samplers so that way I can taste a bunch of different variety. So I'm going to bring that to you, and I just know there is one flavor in particular that I absolutely adore, and I am going to have that be part of my prize. At some point I'll pick up some of those bottles for the prize, so that'll be awesome. But sorry. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys soon. I appreciate you, and if you see me on another video with the same outfit and background, it's not that I don't shower or change. It's because I probably did 2 videos in a night. So, thank you. Stay fabulous, everybody. I appreciate you.